Hey folks, two mice from Razer to look at today. On the left is the Deathadder V3 Pro. This is designed for a palm grip and is great for productivity or just well-rounded genres of games. $150. The Viper V2 Pro on the right, also $150, but more of a fingertip or a claw grip design, and it's geared towards gamers who play fast-paced FPS games or games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, so esports titles. But of course, it depends on your comfort, but Razer did have that type of gamer in mind when they designed this one. Now, they're both somewhat similar, right? The materials are the same kind of plastics. There's a very subtle Razer etched logo where you put your palm, or where your palm would hover in the case of the Viper. Both have similar resistance on the scroll wheel and two buttons on the left, and then that is it in terms of buttons. Neither one has a place for you to put your transmitter, so they come with transmitters that are labeled. That's helpful, but you have no place to put them. And both have power and DPI settings on the bottom. So Razer's new design language is here, but of course there are some subtleties because these are designed for different types of games and different types of gamers. They're both very light. The Viper is only 58 grams and the Deathadder V3 Pro is only 63 grams. 90 hours of battery life on the Deathadder versus 70 hours of battery life, at the most on the Viper. Now, they both use optical mouse switches Gen 3, so they sound similar. And they both charge over USB-C. They both come with an extension cable / adapter. And then, of course, you have one of these that you can put on your desk, and you can plug in your transmitter right here. And that will help to get your signal closer to your mouse if you want to put this on your desk instead of like putting this guy in your tower that might be 4 feet or 3 feet from where you stand or sit. So my preference is the Deathadder because I would like to have one mouse, not several, and I want to use it for all kinds of games, not just an FPS title. But hey, if you're fortunate enough to be able to grab either one, then go for it. On the left now, I have last year's Deathadder. This is the V2 Pro, much different design. I love this mouse. It comes with grips on the sides. But a lot of gamers who are super serious, they're running out and getting their own grip tape. And so maybe that's why Razer didn't include grips this time. Plus they wanted to keep the out-of-the-box weight down. So you can pick up whatever grip tape you want, put it anywhere you'd like. But I do like that it was on this one. A more pronounced Razer logo I'm also a fan of, and having DPI sensors on the top was helpful. Otherwise, it feels and looks the same. I kind of eliminated everything that would be similar. Now with the V2 from last year, you have a place to put your transmitter, and you can dock it to one of Razer's, what do you call those things? That's called a docking station for a mouse. So you can charge it and, mount it all at the same time. So it'd be easy to switch between mice if you had them all sort of set up. You just go pull one out of your dock. But also this was much heavier. This is probably closer to 85 grams. But such is the case. They've also upped the sensors this year, so both feature Razer's Pro Focus or Focus Pro 30K optical sensors, and I think I mentioned they're both using the same switches. Yeah, I did, Gen 3 optical switches. Now, they're both $150. I've seen the Viper V2 Pro on sale. I have not yet seen the Deathadder V3 Pro on sale, although it is a little bit newer. So we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. But generally speaking, because there are a lot of these mice out in the wild and there's constantly updates, you can find them on sale pretty easily. Now, if you're looking for a less expensive alternative, because $150 can be a tall order, this is a mouse I really like. This is something that came out between the V2 Pro and the V3 Pro. This is the Deathadder Deathadder Hyper Speed X. This is a mouse that has better battery life than last year's V2 Pro. And it has DPI buttons here at the top, which I thought would get in the way, but they actually don't. And it actually features a design that's sort of a mix between last year's and this year's V Pro things. I'm getting really tired of saying V. So anyhow, I like this mouse too. It's probably 50, 60 bucks now if you can find it at Best Buy or Amazon. So just, be aware of what you're buying, and you can lift it up, put your transmitter right here. You can toss some batteries in there, either a AA and or a AAA, to adjust the weight a little bit. So this is a mouse that I'd recommend too. Anyhow, that's what I got for you. Thanks to Razer for sending these over, and I hope this was helpful. Cheers.